The Chicago Police Department is losing a significant number of black and female applicants in its hiring process.
That's according to a new report from City Inspector General Joseph Ferguson. He found that less than half of black applicants made it to the police academy. Ferguson points to the multi-stage hiring process and is asking the department to evaluate any possible biases that contribute to the decline of black and female candidates.
And joining us tonight for more on this news study is retired Los Angeles Police Department Sergeant and author Dorsey. Sergeant, thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get into this here. Tell us what that process entails, maybe what it did for you, and where Chicago is failing in getting more minority and more women police officers through the system.
Well, I can tell you it's very overwhelming if you don't have any idea as to what you're about to step into. And one of the things that was very helpful here in Los Angeles when I joined was that we had a pre-academy physical fitness class that we could take up to 3 times a week if you were available to go and participate in that. Because for women, upper body strength always is a problem and a disqualifier in terms of getting through that physical agility test just to get into the academy. And then, of course, once you're in the academy, you know, I would say for 2 hours every day, they would torture us with physical fitness. And so you've got to be prepared before you go, and then you have to maintain. And so I don't know why they aren't doing something similar there in Chicago.
Yeah, they do say that physical fitness is where a lot of them drop out. But how does this make you feel, especially being female and in law enforcement, as far as knowing that black female applicants are not getting past that physical fitness stage and we're losing them, and it doesn't account for many as far as the enrollment is concerned?
Well, I understand that that's a problem, and it has to be a personal choice to do what you need to do to be physically fit and ready when you begin this process. And I'm told that it takes about 18 months from start to finish with the various stages that you have to go through. But listen, I believe women do an amazing job of being police officers. And so I would encourage anybody who hears my voice who looks like me to join. I say it all the time. And more importantly, Superintendent David Brown, sir, if you're having difficulty, please call me. Use me as a recruitment tool, because I often wondered when I joined if I had someone who could have told me for real what to expect, how much easier it would have been on me once I finally did get in the police academy, and ultimately that 18-month probationary period that follows.
And Sergeant, this is not just about fairness. It's also about diversity, improving public safety. Can you tell us your view about that?
Well, I just think, like I said, I think women do a better job. I think we understand that because of our physical limitations, we can't fight every single suspect that doesn't comply, that doesn't come here, that doesn't turn around. And so you have to use a little common sense. And if sense were common, of course, then everybody would have it. We have to come up with other ways to gain compliance and get folks to submit to what it is that we need them to do when our physicality leaves us wanting. And so I think that more women on the department certainly means more women in higher positions to make those kinds of also important decisions. Police commanders, female police captains, and ultimately female police chiefs.
But what about women, not just women, but also, candidates who are black and brown, how that goes to the diversity and how that goes to public safety?
Well, again, a police chief has to have an appetite to recruit those people. Here on the Los Angeles Police Department, while there aren't very many black women, there certainly are a majority Hispanic on the LAPD. Police officers who are black, like me, make up about 9% on the LAPD. And so they have to go to the places where folks are who have an interest. They need to have maybe some town hall meetings and bring some female officers out to speak to the community, to tell them what it's like to be a female. And more importantly, how amazing, what great benefits the job of a police officer has. And encourage folks in those communities that are so underserved and underrepresented to join.
Retired LAPD Sergeant and author Dorsey, thank you so much. Be safe, be well.
Thank you.
You have a new book coming soon, The Confidence Chronicles, the greatest crime story ever told. As I said, thank you so much for joining us today.